we are going to go through the round two application process for applying to the Millennium Fellowship. Right, so the first thing that you will do is you will head on to your round two invitation email. It will look something like this, and this email it's going to have your username, your password, your round one reference ID, which you will need in order to start your round two application, and also your round one email address. Now, what you can do is you can click on this button right here, which will take you to this page, which is the login page. And you're just going to copy and paste all of the details, all of the login credentials from here, and you are going to paste them on here. And you will log into your portal by clicking the submit button. Now, once you do that, you will be redirected to this particular page. Now, the first thing that we request all of you to do is carefully read all the instructions on here. Now, if you want more information about the Millennium Fellowship, then you can click on this link right here and it will redirect you to the Millennium Fellowship website. Now, you can also go through all the sections here for round two and find out what each section entails. And then also, if you have any particular questions, you can head on to the FAQs navigator right here. You can click on this link and hopefully most of your questions will be answered there. Now, please note that you do not have to complete the entire round two application in one sitting. You can always save it and return to it later by logging back into the portal. Now, once you have read all the instructions, you can go ahead, and this is where part one of the round two application will start. Now, part one is all about learning about how you are changing the world, what your project is. So the first thing you will do is enter your round one reference ID. Again, this will be available in the round two invitation email that you have received. Now, you are going to type in the name of your project, and also you're going to choose one of these two options which best describes what stage your project is at. Now, your project may have begun already, you're already working on it, or maybe it's an idea in your head that you're going to implement throughout the Millennium Fellowship. So, whichever one that is, just choose that. And then over here, this is where you're going to describe your project in an easy to understand way. Now, if you are working on a group project, then this description can be similar to other team members who are also applying to the Millennium Fellowship. But please note that this is the only place where your answers can be similar. If your answers are similar or resemble anyone else's in the rest of the application, then, and if we have reasons to believe that the answers have been replicated, then your application may get disqualified. Now, after you've done that, let's say you have a social media page for your project, or maybe you have a web page for your project where you are documenting what you are doing or documenting the progress of your project. Now, if that is true, then you can take the link and you can copy and paste it here, right? Now, this field is only going to accept links, right? So if you type in your project's name and then add in your link, or if you simply type in your project's name, this field will not accept the answer and you will not be able to continue with your application. So if you want to add in your link, then please make sure that you have no text either before it or at the end of it, and it's just a hyperlink right here. Now, this portion is completely optional. So if you do not have a web page or if you do not have a social media page to show for your project, you can simply skip this field right here. Now, afterwards, just choose the option that best describes your role in the project. If none of these answers match, you can click on other and you can describe your role. Right then, you can choose three of these options. If you're working on an individual project, that is, you are the only person who's working on that project, you can choose this option right here. And if you are working on a group project, which means that you have other team members, and let's say if those team members are also applying to the Millennium Fellowship, you will choose this option. If you do have other team members for your group project, but they are not applying to the Millennium Fellowship and you are the only person who's applying to the Millennium Fellowship, you can choose this option, right? Now, if you do have team members who are applying to the Millennium Fellowship, you will simply choose yes. And if you don't, then you choose no. And this is optional, but if there are other team members who are applying to the Millennium Fellowship, you can always add in their name and their email address right here. Now, for this question, you are required to choose one of these options as to the number of lives that will be positively impacted by your project during the Millennium Fellowship. Now, please note that any of these answers are correct. There is no correct answer here. None of the options here reflect or define the value of your project. They are just a means to sort of quantify the impact that your project is going to create. So please be honest and please be practical about the impact that you are creating. And you can also add in the specific number that you have in mind if that is something you want to share. Right. So in this section, you are required to describe how you will measure your impact during these 4 months. Now, this is where we try to understand how practical and feasible your project is. Now, we recommend using the SMART goals. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So you can follow that and you can just describe the targets and how you're going to measure them. Then please choose one of the 17 SDGs most relevant to your project from here. And the same goes for the UNAI principles. Just choose the one that fits your project the best. And in this question, you are going to be talking about the community that your project is going to address and how well of a relationship or understanding of the community you have built. Now, in this question, this is about how your project matters in terms of the United Nations goals. So you will just, add in your answer here. And once you are done with this section, you will proceed to part two, which is about you as a leader and also your emotional investment in the project. Now, in this section, you have three questions, and you have two options when it comes to answering your question. You can either type your response to every question, or you can record yourself answering these questions and upload your recording to a private but shareable third party host such as Google Drive. And you can share the link with us right here. Again, this field only accepts links, so please do not add any text here. It will not accept it, it will only accept a link. Now, if you have any questions with regards to how to upload your video to Google Drive, you can click on these links right here. And this will redirect you to a video tutorial on how to do that. But kindly make sure, whichever site that you are using, the accessibility settings are changed to anyone with the link can access and view the video, so that Team MCN can look at the video. Because if this setting is not selected, then it becomes very difficult for us to judge your application. We recommend that you keep all your answers original, write them from the heart. And again, I would like to reiterate, this is a section where your answers should be unique. If we have any grounds to believe that your answer resembles any other applicants, then your application may get disqualified. After you are done with this section, you will proceed to this little section that's going to inquire whether you want to be a campus director for your cohort or not. Now, in this section, if you want to serve as a campus director, you can click on yes, and you will be redirected to the campus director section. If you do not want to serve as the campus director, simply choose no. And if you want to learn more about the campus director, if you're unsure about the responsibilities and whether you would like to, apply for this role, you can click on this link right here, and this will redirect you to a page that will give you more information on the campus director role. Now, if you click yes, this is what the campus director section looks like. And once you fill all of these out, once you agree to all of them, and you select your options right here, then you are going to proceed to this portion where you will be required to answer a few questions. Again, please make sure that you read the instructions very carefully. And for question 1, you have an option of either typing out your response or recording yourself and uploading a video response. Now, for questions 2, 3, and 4, however, you have to submit a video recording of yourself answering these questions. So again, these fields, they only accept a URL, so please make sure that you do not add any text or anything else here, because that is not what the application will accept. Now, these questions, again, they are about your leadership. They are about, scenarios where you took on a leadership role and expressed values that are very much a part of the Millennium Fellowship. So this is basically the campus director section. Now, once you are done with this section, you will reach part four, which is your information. So you will add in your first name, your middle name, your last family name, and your email address, city, country code, phone number, birth date, etc. If you heard about the Millennium Fellowship from a current or past Millennium Fellow, you can mention their name right here as well. Now, afterwards, the second section, you are going to choose the region that your university is located in, the country where your university is located, and you're going to enter your university's name. Now, we recommend that you click on this link right here, and this will redirect you to this page. Now, over here, you can look for your university. So, for instance, I will look for my university right here. And once I find my university, I am simply going to copy it and I am going to paste it right here. Now, if you do not find your university in this list, that is completely fine. Do not worry. Simply come on here and type in the name of your university, the official name of your university, right? Afterwards, just choose the college or branch campus that you study at and your major, your expected graduation date. Please make sure that this is correct, as this will be how we will judge your eligibility. So if this is incorrect, then you will not be eligible for the Millennium Fellowship. You can choose your grade type and your cumulative grade and your maximum grade. These are the grade types right here. All right, so part five is submitting your reference details. Now, this is where you're going to choose their honorific, their first name, their last name, their job title, the institution that they are currently at, and you're going to type in their email address and confirm their email address, what their relationship is with you, and if there's anything else you would like us to know about your relationship with your referee. Please note that your reference can be anyone who has known you in a professional, academic, or even a personal capacity, anyone who can vouch for your skills, your leadership, and your personality. So, while academic and professional contacts are usually preferred, your referee can definitely be someone from your personal life as well, as long as they have the ability to vouch for your skills and your personality. So once you add in the details of your referee here, as soon as you submit your application, your referee will receive an email from us requesting a recommendation letter. All right, so once you're done, you can come on here. And if you haven't already, please kindly follow us on our social media to stay up to date with all content related to the Millennium Fellowship and the Millennium Campus Network. Afterwards, you're just going to check these boxes to agree to our terms and conditions, and you are going to enter your full name right here. And that's all. Congratulations on submitting your Millennium Fellowship application.